Is there a dream you're afraid to pursue in life? For many years, I've held myself back, almost to the point of breaking. And I realized one thing, that pain is a big reason as to why this happens. By the way, welcome to my channel, Bravehearts. Today, we're going to talk about how to know when you're holding yourself back and how pain relates to all of this. And I'm going to give you some tools you can use to overcome whatever you're going through. You see, my dreams when I was younger were to become an actor in Hollywood, but I was afraid of the perception of struggle because my family, my friends, and the people around me told me I had to be rich, I had to be lucky, I had to know people in order to make it out there. And I allowed myself to believe that narrative to the point where I would just make excuses as to not pursue it at all. You see, there was a deeper issue going on at the time, though. It wasn't just people telling me that I couldn't do it or that I had to be lucky. It was that I was in a lot of pain on the inside that I didn't realize was brewing within inside me. You see, pain comes from not being able to change and adapt to your environment, to the circumstances that surround you, and the lack of asking yourself the right questions. Like, for example, where would I be at in 3 to 5 years if I just wrote down 1 to 2 things and just did those every single day or every other day for 3 to 5 years? I mean, imagine if you just stuck to one idea and perfected it, where you would be at 3, 2, maybe 5 years from now. You also have to understand, what are you aiming for at life? What's your purpose? What's your inner drive? Is it the idea of a goal, or is it the goal itself? I was so insecure and so afraid of pursuing my dreams that I would find ways to escape myself. I would find ways to escape myself into movies, video games, music, friends, dating, and parties, also that it would distract me from being able to do the thing that I deep down inside knew I wanted to do. Because deep down inside, really, I was just afraid of living on the streets or not getting a role in Hollywood and then having to fight and survive for my survival in LA, as dramatic as that sounds. That's where a lot of my inner fears came from. And how would I have known that ever would have been the case had I just went out there and gave it a shot? But thankfully, I overcame a lot of those things. And when you become successful and you work towards the things you want to do in life, it brings a new light within you. The one thing about striving for success is that the learning never ever stops. You have to keep pushing forward and you have to keep coming up with ideas for your product or the things you want to represent. And to go back on my dream, I was afraid of being rejected. I was afraid of having to find a job and work multiple hours to sustain a sustainable lifestyle. And I would like to give you some tools on how to overcome these obstacles so that you don't make the same mistakes I made over a decade ago. I'll say this: breaking through barriers and overcoming obstacles is not easy, and it's not meant to be. Because anything worthwhile in life requires hard work. You don't get the best by putting in the minimal. And I understand a lot of this now more than ever because of my experience in the past working in the criminal justice system. It's absolutely amazing how trivial our problems are. My problems were when you talk to people who really go through serious stuff in life that have no ability to progress in life because of the mental condition they're in or whatever they have been through in life. I realized that a lot of my insecurities and what I was going through and why I didn't go to LA was related to a situation in 4th grade where I had to perform a magic trick in front of the audience, but I didn't prepare myself. I thought I could just go up there and do it. But unfortunately, when I went up there to perform the magic trick, I was so bad that the audience didn't know whether to clap or stay silent. So after the years had progressed, I didn't realize it, but deep down inside of me, that situation in life made me afraid of trying new things because I was afraid of being laughed at or not acknowledged for what I put in. And I realized that nothing in life, you can't just wing it. You have to put in the work. You have to practice. You have to practice for the talent show. You have to audition for what you want to do. You don't just get something for free. There's no quick, rich schemes that will give you a magic trick that automatically floods your bank account. But throughout my years, throughout my teens and even early 20s, and even till this day I'm dealing with it, is that one particular moment in life was the reason why I was afraid to move to LA. It was a big reason why I was afraid to meet new people and showcase myself out there for the world to see. I mean, imagine if Eminem didn't rap anymore because he failed at the Rap Olympics. He wouldn't be the biggest artist he is today. And that's the same thing with you. You have to fight what you went through. You have to go through multiple failures in order to get that one big success. So before we end this video, I'm going to give you a couple tips to get you started out as to what you can do to help improve your situation if there's something you want to do in life or a dream you want to pursue. And the first thing I would recommend doing, and you're probably going to hate this, and you're probably going to dislike the fact that I'm going to say this, or it might sound cliche, but journaling. It is so crucial that you journal your emotions, your insecurities, and ask yourself these questions. When did I feel this way? When was the first time I felt this way? And why did I feel this way? And how can I overcome that situation if it were to occur again today? It's so important that you journal your emotions because you're taking the burden out of your head and putting it on the piece of paper so it's not building up inside of you and creating all that heavy weight in your head. And I can give you more tips as to how to do that in another video or just send me an email. And the second thing I recommend doing is finding a trusted friend or a mentor, someone that's not going to be too preachy, but someone that can hold you accountable, that you can talk to about what you're going through, what you're afraid of pursuing in life, why it is that you're afraid of it, and how you can overcome it. And someone that you can talk to is so important because if you're all alone, you don't have anyone to hold you accountable. So quick recap, start journaling your emotions, get it out of your head and put it on the paper. And secondly, find a trusted friend or mentor. It could be anybody that you can talk to that will keep a secret if you have personal things you want to disclose to them. So whoever's watching this video, I encourage you to tap into your past trauma and start overcoming those things. Don't let things that are way in the past anymore hold you back today. Who cares what people think? Go out there and start doing what you want to do. This is your world. And maybe you can even turn that pain that you overcome into something you can do to help other people so you feel validated in a proper way where you feel like you're adding value to this world instead of melting in your pain and just letting it overtake you. All in all, I hope this video encouraged you to take action and to start pursuing the things you want to do in life so you don't make the same mistakes I made when I was younger. And if there's anything in particular that you're going through, let me know in the comment section what kind of video you would like me to make in regards to that, or if there's anything in particular I can do to help you out with your situation. So help a brother out. Please subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one.